Welcome to One on Two today with Greg Bassett, your host from the Salisbury Independent newspaper. We are with the most fun people I know in Salisbury. Historically, Salisbury is not thought of as fun, but these women have brought the word F-U-N into Salisbury. We have Laura Kordzikowski and Jamie Heater. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having us.
So why are you guys so much fun?
Years of practice, I'd say.
Were you fun before you came here? You were fun?
I was fun. I'm originally from Annapolis. I've been fun pretty much my entire life, I'd say. But it's a honed skill. You practice being fun over time, and it's really commitment. You wake up every day and you say, you know what? Today I choose to be fun.
I choose to be fun.
Yeah.
Now you are the events person. What's your title exactly?
I'm the executive director of the Salisbury Arts and Entertainment District.
Wow, that sounds really important.
It's really long too. Yeah.
Is it get the whole thing on a business card?
It was really hard to fit, but they're on order.
Is it an acronym or anything like that, or?
No, that would be. But no, we're really excited. The Salisbury Art and Entertainment District has existed for quite some time, over 8-10 years. But we've been a volunteer subcommittee. Just a group of volunteers coordinating and managing the district designation and the Maryland State Art Council filings and everything that goes along with it. And we're just really excited that the city of Salisbury has recognized the value of events and has invested in it and allowed us to have someone full-time and really, give us the opportunity to do what we're really supposed to do.
And now, Laura Kordzikowski, you always seemed like you could be fun. But you've always been in such a serious role that I never knew you were so fun until you got around Jamie, and now you exude the same sort of fun.
She's fun.
It's really a developed sense of fun. I know she's been in the fun game for a really long time, but this was something that I really thought was something that I should bring to this position, and especially with the new job duties that I have with the Downtown Visitor Center. Obviously, we want to make that a fun place for the community to come in and just learn more about downtown. So really, I've taken from Jamie this sense of fun and developed it myself.
She's oozed some fun onto you.
She's oozed some fun.
She was fun already. We're both professionals. We both have to, do the professional side of things. But in the Downtown Welcome Center, it is about fun. And in events, it is about fun, and it's about welcoming people and making people feel comfortable. And she's awesome at it.
So, Laura, you were the person that people would come to if they wanted to start a business in Salisbury, or they were thinking about what it would be like to do business in Salisbury.
Yeah, and it's kind of incumbent on me to kind of get them through the city processes, if they're having a holdup with Public Works or Planning and Zoning, just kind of to guide them along and help them get up and running.
And you've streamlined all those things, but also your expertise has helped people be able to do that now.
Yes, yeah. It's been really great working with the city and county departments to kind of get things running and have those conversations and talk to small business owners and see what kind of red flags they're hitting and help them through those. So. Right.
What kind of stuff are you hearing about business in Salisbury? You feeling pretty positive?
I'm feeling extremely positive. Mayor Day has really just, in the sense of the word, created a new day in Salisbury. People are excited, they're positive, they're really looking forward to what Salisbury is going to look like over the next few years. So things are changing rapidly, and the city is very excited.
Someone said to me the other day, there's so much momentum in Salisbury right now that it's going to stop at some point. I don't see it stopping. What do you guys think about that?
Everybody has an opinion. There's, people talk about critical mass, like once that momentum isn't just enthusiasm, but it actually hits some sort of point where the businesses and retail and economic development of Salisbury itself just kind of takes over, and you don't necessarily need the injection of fun that we have right now.
Right.
And other people also see a more negative view where it will just fall apart. So whatever view you subscribe to, but it certainly leaves a question mark for the future. We're in a really interesting time right now, and we have choices that we can make, and we can choose to be fun, and we can choose to participate and be positive, or we could choose to let things deteriorate. So one of the things that we're just so grateful for is that our mayor is choosing to be positive and is choosing to participate in shaping the future by being supportive.
Right. Now you're sort of the queen of First Friday. Is that
Third Friday?
Third Friday. Was that your title? Actually, Queen of Third Friday?
No, they keep giving me that title. I don't like it. I like Czar better.
Czar of Third Friday.
Maybe Princess. I don't know. Queen is just too fancy for me.
Yeah. But Third Friday was one of those things when it first started, I was like, this is not going to work. No one's going to do that
Yeah.
thing. And now it is, I put it on my calendar.
Yeah, good. That's what we want.
I mean, it's that cool.
It's really a
And
phenomenon.
it was your perseverance that drove this thing.
Yeah, it was not my idea. I went to the first one as a citizen. I heard about it.
It was Lee Whaley and Connie
It was Lee
Strutt.
Whaley and Connie Strutt, and
Yeah.
I was working downtown at WMDT, which is right on the plaza. I would go outside from work, look at the plaza, be like, I love this place. This place is beautiful. Why is there nobody here?
Right.
So when I heard, and I'm from downtown areas, I'm from downtown Annapolis. So when I heard about the first event, I was immediately interested. And after I attended the first event, I immediately volunteered. Because while I could definitely see it in its baby stages, the first couple years were definitely rough. I knew that Third Friday was a format that could succeed because it met the KISS principle, the keep it simple,
Right.
stupid principle.
Right. Which is the one I've lived my life
Yeah,
by.
I live my life by that.
Yeah.
It's a marketing co-op. Eventually, all people have to understand is it's Third Friday. The third Friday of every month, there's something happening.
And the themes are fun. I don't
And
know
the
how you,
themes are fun,
I don't know how
right.
you come up with those, but they're ones I would never think of.
We have a group of people that get together and brainstorm and eat a bunch of sugary snacks and we come up with our themes for the year. If you have any suggestions, let us know. It's almost time for new themes for next year.
At my age, all I care about is drinking beer and playing golf. So I don't know how
We could do a golf theme.
you could do a golf theme.
We've thought about doing like a
Sports.
mini
A mini
Olympics,
Yeah.
downtown.
That could be fun.
winter golf.
Well, the golf course.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that would be fun.
See,
You guys are fun.
we are fun.
Like the
and
fun's
keep the
oozing on me
suggestions
right now. I
coming.
can feel it.
Because, not all of the fun is within us. We need your fun in order to inspire our
Right.
fun.
I see. That makes sense. Wow. So that's gone really well. Now, the other thing that happens downtown is the first Saturday, and I've learned not to book golf on first Saturday because it's going to rain.
Yes, apparently so.
It rains every first
It
Saturday.
is statistically impossible, yet somehow 100% happening.
Yeah. And that's a music event.
It is. The Third Friday is more of an ambulatory, transitory, art focused. There's bands and music playing, but it's really, you walk around, you see people, you see vendors, you talk to people, that sort of thing. The first Saturday is really focused on music. So it is you sit down, you bring a chair, you bring a blanket, and
Right.
you sit and watch live music, which I also think is fantastic. And then we also are introducing another event, Salisbury Fridays at 5, which is every Friday besides Third Friday on North Division Street from 5 to 7. It's just games in the street.
And again, this is one of those things where I think there's enough, but you guys find another new little outlet that's fun.
Well, they're all a little different because Third Friday is about kind of artists
Yeah.
and creativity and interesting things. First Saturday is about music, and Salisbury Fridays at 5 is about each other, really, if you
Right.
think about it. It's about interacting with your friends, playing games, talking, meeting new people, that sort of thing.
Right, and closing Division Street there in front of the brick room and all that,
Yeah.
which is which is one of the cool things about Third Friday that happens. And now you're doing it every Friday.
People really enjoy, I think, the sense of place. People enjoy being outside with their friends. That's why backyard barbecues are so popular. But people really enjoy being outside in downtown. I mean, because of the architecture, because of the sense of place. So, why not?
And it's all about that regularity. I can know that every Friday there is something going on in downtown Salisbury that can engage me, something I can do. So I think
Right.
that was really important
Yeah.
to Jamie and Mayor Jig Day. So
Right, and I think that's the problem with First Saturday. With Third Friday, I was already downtown, and I could just add it to the end of my day. Where it's
Yeah.
the first Saturday, I've got to get in the car and drive back to Salisbury,
Yeah.
go into town. So it's more of an appointment kind of thing.
It is an appointment, and there may be some retooling with the time and timing of
Right.
a weekly or monthly music festival, because we realize that 4 to 7 on the middle of a Saturday might not be ideal, and we might have to look at the Farmer's Almanac and figure out what is
Rains
going on
every
with the
every
rain.
one of
We
them,
don't
yeah.
understand it. It's
Yeah.
statistically impossible from what I hear.
Even for the one this week, there's a 50% chance of rain.
I know. We know.
and we're so thankful for Sarah Rain and her
Yeah.
perseverance in
Yeah.
this event. I mean, she just got
I feel
dealt
bad
a
for
bad
her.
hand.
Yeah,
but
we all
thank you,
do.
Sarah Rain. We
You're
love you.
awesome.
Sarah,
We
yeah.
love you so much, and we're sorry.
Sarah's the organizer for the first Saturday.
Yeah.
And-
And she's done a great job.
And she took it upon herself. She had seen the one in Georgetown and liked that one and helped bring it to Salisbury. So
She really, And she really took the bull by the horns and did a great job with it herself. A lot of times people, you know, who want to run events and things require a lot of assistance, and she didn't. She really is a go-getter and put it together, and it's just a shame that it's had the luck it's had this year.
Now, I had a moment this week where I was on the plaza and I just remembered, I just really felt love for Salisbury. And I said, I just wish I could give the whole city, I get goosebumps, I wish I could give the whole city a hug because I love Salisbury so much. And the mayor emailed me, texted me right away on Facebook and said, go down to the visitor center, Jamie Heater will give you a hug.
Yeah.
So you give hugs down there?
I do now, apparently. I just want everyone to know that the downtown boycotts do stop in from time to time. But yes.
Well, and then the mayor sent me a link that said the average person needs 8 hugs a day.
That was me.
That was you?
Oh,
Okay.
no, the 8 hugs a day. No,
Yeah.
I sent you a link that said if you hug someone for more than 20 seconds.
The endorphins or whatever.
Yeah, it releases some sort of feel-good chemical in your
Oxycontin.
body.
Yeah.
Not that. Oxytocin.
Something like that,
A little bit different, but similar. But yeah, so hugs are
Right.
good. Hugs
So
are good.
I didn't get down there, but right after that, I ran into the mayor, and he hugged me, and we hugged for a long
get a hug?
time.
How long?
glad
Did
you
you
got a hug.
time it?
What?
Did you time it?
No, well, actually, he started to let go, and then I started. It was really awkward, but
yeah.
we didn't get to 20 seconds.
See,
You
20
didn't
seconds is
see,
actually
and-
really hard. It's kind of like running a marathon. Like you go through that awkward phase, and
Yeah.
then you hit the wall, and then you just have to keep going, and then you
get the
reach
huggers high?
nirvana. Yeah, it's a thing. We
Where
should all
does
hug
huggers
after
high
this.
usually happen? Is it somewhere in like the 15-second range, or
No,
is that?
you really got to wait the solid 20. I feel like 18 and a half, you start to get like a little inkling of like, oh, hey, this isn't the worst thing in the world. Why am
Yeah.
I doing this? I'd much rather die. And then you are like, all right.
20
I guess
seconds,
it's
you're
not
good,
so
and you're
bad.
happy?
And then you feel better.
Well, I'm just so aware of it now because of my daughter. She's 16, and I will hug her all day if I could.
Yeah.
But I think I started to creep her out after about 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, but you really do. It's like running a marathon. You
Right.
really hit a wall, a hugging
Yeah.
wall.
But I know when she's like
But you
30,
fight
she'll want to
through
hug
it.
me again. I just have to wait till she's
Just
30.
fight through it. Just set a timer.
Just
practice every day.
You got to commit yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of training
Yeah.
to really hit that huggers high, but
Yeah.
I think, if you increase your hugs in like second increments,
Yeah.
you'll
It's a
reach
nice
that 20
way, yeah.
seconds. The huggy will be like, okay, we've
Right.
trained for this. So
Well, and the mayor, being a really masculine man, he's comfortable in his sexuality. So me hugging him too long didn't bother him, but people riding
Mm-hmm. You
by
could
in
go
the
for 20
cars are like,
seconds.
aren't they going to like let go soon? I mean,
I think the appropriate response to that is YOLO. I think you only live once. Why
Or
not?
yo-ho.
Or yo-ho.
you only hug once,
Uh,
and then you hug again,
and then you hug again.
and then you hug again.
aren't they fun? They're fun. Okay. So tell me about your fun little playground thing that you get, your little treehouse thing you get going downtown. What is this now?
The Downtown Welcome Center?
Exactly.
Yes. We have a new treehouse. It is located right next to the Brick Room on North Division Street.
How
it's
convenient.
The old PNC bank space. It is huge and beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got gorgeous windows, but basically it houses both Laura and I. We both have our offices in there. And she's got merchandise and hats and stickers and free pens and all sorts of fun stuff. We got cornhole boards in there, meeting tables, a kitchen. So everything we need to host large meetings, invite the public in, as well as maps and brochures and all that sorts of fun stuff. And then I'm also in there, and that's my prep space as well as my office.
And we have hula hoops.
And hula hoops. Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
tell
so
them
what's
about the hula hoops?
how's this hula hoop thing work? I keep hearing about this.
So what we started doing was anyone who wanted to come in and participate in our hula hoop challenge, if you can hula hoop for 2 minutes,
Ooh.
you get a free calendar, which 2 minutes doesn't sound long, but it's a challenge for a reason. It's not as easy as you'd think.
It's harder
so.
than hugging for 20
It's like
seconds.
a 2-minute hug. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a long
it's
one.
Yeah.
hard. It takes
Yeah.
solid
You
commitment.
break a sweat during that.
Yeah, we've had several people that, that's their workout for the day. They can go home, they can eat whatever they want, whatever ice cream, chips, cookies, because 2 minutes of hula hooping, that's your
How
workout.
many Weight Watchers points is that?
least
That's a
7.
good question.
At least 7.
At least 7. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, no, but we have a leaderboard in the Downtown Welcome Center that's full of kind of the who's who of Salisbury, all attempting. Some, lasting a second or two, and some making it to the 2 minutes. So
Yeah.
we
Wow.
encourage anyone to stop in and show us what you got, because we want to see it.
Can you all hula hoop?
She can.
I can.
You can't?
I can, sort of.
It's an ongoing lesson. She
Yeah.
teaches me how to be fun. I kind of go over the hula hoop lessons.
I'm more interested in watching other people hula hoop. So I will try, and I can, I can hang with the crowd, but I am more interested in goading others into exiting their comfort zone.
Right.
So I'm usually the one that's like, you can do it. Why don't you try it? I'm that guy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when the first hip displacement comes and you get a lawsuit? Is that going to happen?
I'm
Or-
What
gonna
insurance
just
is for?
say Grace Murdoch,
Yeah.
she
Grace Murdoch did it?
owned it.
Owned
She
it.
owned
Wow.
hula
Killed
hooping.
it.
And I mean, she's hula hooping the whole time. She's like, my L1's slipping out, my L1's slipping out.
Oh.
She was,
She's amazing.
she's amazing. She's fine. L1 is in
Fine.
place,
L1 is
and
fine.
she kicked butt. So
You might want to put an X-ray machine in or something like that.
maybe radiation. That would probably make us
Like
more
old
fun.
Safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of people are coming in? Is it just people we know or real visitors are coming in?
It's actually been a mix. I thought to start it would be mostly community members, which is a big portion of what we have. But we've had people, from Boston come in, New York, across the country. I think there was someone from Tennessee that came in, and they're all looking for information about downtown Salisbury and just the community on the whole, which is all just awesome considering, we're just starting to market
Right.
where we are, who we are, what we're doing. We're getting the space together, and people are coming from hours and hours away. So that's been
That's
really
terrific.
awesome to see.
It's been interesting. There's been people who are, relocating and researching towns. But then there's also been people who are like, you know what, we lived here 40 years ago and we were just driving by and we came to check it out and we're amazed, at what the city looks like now. So it's really interesting to hear everyone's story and their feedback.
Well, now growing up, I mean, Salisbury's purpose was to be the place that you worked your butt off to get the hell out of Salisbury. I mean, that was my life. And then you end up moving back to Salisbury. You realize how things really are in the world, and you come back. And for me, it was always kind of like breaking back into jail in a lot of ways. But it's just where I'm happy and I'm comfortable, and I love Salisbury. I'm sorry. And you all are young, but you're not working to get out of Salisbury. It doesn't seem to me.
Yeah, it's unusual, isn't it?
Unless you are.
No, but I.
You seem
I
to
went
really love
We
Salisbury.
both went to Salisbury University, and I could probably say that we both went through a similar phase where all the rest of our friends chose to not stay in Salisbury, or the people that we had, associated with in college and things like that. And I have lifelong friendships that, with these people, but they're in Baltimore, Philly, DC, Washington, Annapolis, those sorts of places, for work, for family, for personal preferences, all sorts of reasons. But I think there's always people who will choose the shore life in general. And then there's people who just fall in love with Salisbury, like us.
The allegory I usually tell is I'm originally from New York and
What
came
part
down
of New York?
Poughkeepsie area.
Okay. It's lovely there, yeah.
It's gorgeous there, and came down here for school, and then my plan was to go back home, commute into the city, get
Which
a job
everyone in Poughkeepsie does.
which everyone does, and that was the plan: get a job in the city, work my butt off, and I think it was my spring semester of college. I went to go visit my sister in the city, and I was like, I hate this. There's no. I can't do this. This is too fast paced. People are too angry.
Yeah.
No, and wound up coming back to Salisbury and was like, you know what? Everybody's aching to get out, but Salisbury is really my speed.
Yeah.
There are activities for everyone. You can go out on a bike ride starting in the city and just get lost.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that. That's my Salisbury love story, was me realizing that I really hated New York City.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
But it's also funny that you guys have really, you've driven this thing. It's not like you have a passive experience. You've actually become involved and you've changed things.
Yeah, so
I mean,
I do love the shore life. I do live on the Eastern Shore because I like things a little bit slower, and I love nature and the ocean and all of that goes with being in a more rural, not quite so fast-paced environment as New York or across the bridge. But I also love culture and activity and the city life and city scenes, and I feel like there can be both. So when I started to volunteer my efforts to create something, I created it knowing that just because we're still a small space, we're still the hub of the Eastern Shore. We're still kind of a bit of a city, and I was getting really tired of hearing Salisburyans say that there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because there is something to do, and it made it very easy for me to choose to continue to volunteer towards that, because it doesn't take away from all of the other reasons to live here. It just adds another one, and it gives people, Salisburyans especially, a sense of pride in their community. I think that people who live in other communities, like, Berlin or Ocean City or even, Sussex County, Delaware, have very different value systems associated with why they live in the place that they live. But people in Salisbury just seemed like they didn't have that.
Right.
And it's easy to do, especially when you have a beautiful downtown and creative people living in your community. So I just put it all together and invited people to come, and it's worked.
Well, like the ball drop for New Year's. That's the kind of thing, I kind of went as a hostage this year. I didn't really want to go because it was kind of cold.
It was really cold.
And it was an amazing event.
It's fun.
Because it was just fun. But someone's doing all that work, and I think you're very involved in doing all that work.
I didn't do it last year. I did it the 2 years beforehand, and I will do it this year. But
Yeah.
I got a break last year. It was needed. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Julia Glanz, City of Salisbury,
Yeah.
Kristen Moon, you're amazing.
Yeah, she is amazing.
Yeah. But it's just, there's something about, it's a phenomenon. It's a basic human need. Not everybody needs it, but some people do, of gathering in a crowd, being in a crowd, being
But just like being
in a
downtown
public
in a
space.
crowd in the dark with the ball and the lights, and it was just like
It's about a
it
moment.
felt really cool.
It's just, yeah, that's just all, it's really all that it is. And it's not about alcohol. It's not about
It helped. That helped.
social lubricant. I mean, don't get
Yeah,
me wrong,
it
but
helps.
like, it's not about the party. It's about the moment, and it's about celebrating a moment together and being in the heart of your city, being in a place that you can identify as yours, a place
Yeah.
where you belong with everybody that you know and love, from kids to grandparents. And it's a similar situation with Third Friday, similar situation with New Year's Eve. It's a basic human need to mark holidays. Every civilization does it. So it's just offering us, the opportunity to do it as Salisbury. And I think that we kind of proved that Salisbury's ready, because 3,000 people came every
Yeah.
single year.
Yeah, it's
That was very poetic.
Aw,
Could've
did you
went
cry
to-
a little?
Oh.
So sappy.
one thing people tell me all the time with my newspaper is I feature pictures of events that are going on, and people say, I had no idea there was so much going on in Salisbury. When did they start doing all these things? And I'm like, no, it's always been this way. There's just someone who's telling the story a little bit and depicting what goes on. But Salisbury's always had lots going on, and we just didn't really know about it in the same way.
Communicate. So I think one of the reasons that I've been able to be successful is because my background is in communications. I was in marketing, advertising, and I think my ability to communicate is a strong suit. So
And you're right up for Third Friday's fun. It's witty, it's fun, it's formatted right. I enjoy that.
and it is a marketing co-op for
Yeah.
all of the other things that people don't know about.
Right.
So what it does, it alleviates the need for the zoo and this youth group and this artist to advertise themselves fully.
Right.
They can just hop on the Third Friday bandwagon and get that connectivity.
Yeah.
So Third Friday really is just a connector. It's glue. It's just a time and a place where something happens, and the thing that happens can be all of the interesting things in the community that you want to know about.
I get the feeling there's no resting from you guys. You're not going to just like everything's fine and we're just going to keep doing what we're doing and that's good. What do you get up your sleeve here?
Oh no, I don't see that happening. I got some things up my sleeve. Salisbury Fridays at 5 is new, and that'll run through October, and then come in the springtime, we'll kind of expand that and revamp it and make it bigger and better. We have New Year's Eve coming up, and I have 2 spring festivals coming up that we'll be making some announcements soon.
Exciting about that because we
Yeah.
don't have the Salisbury Festival anymore, which
Right.
is very upsetting. But we do have Third Friday every
We
week.
have Third Friday every month. We
Yeah.
have First Saturday. So we're in the decision-making process right now about kind of like what's the program of works, what is this going to look like, what are our goals, that sort of thing. But there will be announcements, there will be a couple new festivals, and there will be ongoing things like Salisbury Fridays at 5 to really start marking every week as a reason to come downtown, not just the third Friday of every month.
And I hear talk maybe of moving things in different places downtown.
Well,
or-
we're going to have to since they're ripping up the streets.
Right,
at
that's
some
another
point.
thing that's going to be interesting, right?
October 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next on Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
So we're excited. I'm excited. It is going to be a challenge over the next couple of years, kind of moving things around and making way. But I think one of the things that events does, aside from just welcoming people back into their own public spaces,
Right.
but it's its own comfort zone. So hopefully we'll be able to use Third Friday and New Year's Eve and other events to kind of help people rediscover all of the areas that are downtown, because there's plenty more space.
Right.
And especially places like the Riverwalk, now that that's getting fixed up. And so hopefully we'll be able to use the events to kind of reacclimate people with different areas and hopefully bridge that transition.
Right. I didn't go to the ball drop last year because it was over by the firehouse. I went the year before, I
Oh,
guess.
so I did do that one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
that
it was,
was.
really cold that year.
Yeah, it was very
It
cold.
was really cold. It
Yeah.
wasn't that
Freezing.
cold
wasn't
last
yeah,
year.
it wasn't that cold last year. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like negative degrees. It was awful.
That
Yeah.
was a cold one.
It was.
Because I do the penguin swim in Ocean City, and I have to go to bed early if I'm going to do that. So
Why don't
yeah.
you just stay awake
I'm
all
old.
night and
I'm
just
old. I
roll
go to-
into the penguin
I
swim?
go to bed at 9 o'clock. I'm old.
Me too.
Yeah. You do not go to
I
bed
don't.
at 9 o'clock.
9:30.
What other stuff? What secret stuff do you have going on that you want to
We
do?
can't tell secrets.
You can't tell
It's
our
just
secrets.
us.
There,
It's
I have
just
some
one on
secrets.
two.
And the camera.
If you hula hoop for 2 minutes, you get a free downtown calendar.
Which is a beautiful calendar.
If you don't have to do anything. If you just walk in the downtown welcome center, you can have stickers
Okay.
or a pen.
I thought you were going to tell them
For
the
free.
loophole.
No, I wasn't gonna tell them the
Okay,
loophole.
good.
Now you just told them, but there is a loophole.
Go in
Oh,
and ask
geez.
them what the loophole is.
Yeah, come
Or
and
figure
ask.
it out. You can figure it
Ask
out on
me.
your own.
I'll tell you. She won't.
I won't.
But yeah, it's all about having fun, and you'll be greeted. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Vicky the Bulldog is generally also in the downtown welcome center.
And who is this?
And that is
That is
her
my
bulldog.
lovely
Oh.
bulldog. Lazy as can be.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be insulted if she doesn't get up and greet you.
Right.
You know, work is
She does a lot
really
of
hard on
resting.
her. Does a lot of sleeping, a lot of snoring.
Sounds like my house.
It's therapeutic. Keeps us calm.
Good, it does. But she also like keeps us on task.
Yeah.
You know, every so often she'll come up and she's like,
Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing?
"Get to
I'm
work."
like, maybe,
Get to
maybe not. You're not the boss of me, Becky. Yeah, you
She
are.
is though. She is. She's the boss of all of us.
I wish we could talk all day.
I mean, I'm good. I don't think I have anything on my.
I mean, not for another hour.
Yeah, I think we're good.
No, they're waving at me. So
Oh,
you know.
it's okay.
They're not fun
waving.
back there.
Well,
Tom Taylor's
then
not
just
fun.
come by the downtown welcome center and we can continue
I
this
want my hug.
conversation.
I'm gonna want my hug.
Oh, okay.
Hugs, hula
Yeah,
hoops,
hugs.
bulldogs, downtown
Calendars,
information,
stickers and pens.
Information.
smiles, business information,
Pamphlets.
pamphlets.
Brick Room, Old Town Deli, right there.
Yeah,
We've got
we got
a
sandwiches,
cool-
beer, and fun.
Sushi
all
right
in
around
a
the
row.
corner.
We should tell them about the cool little space right next to our building too. Tom Stevenson and Julia Glanz made this great little alleyway nook where you can go
Yes.
enjoy a sandwich, hang out. It's really awesome.
And even as it cools off, it's going to be out of the wind, so it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yes.
So come on down and hang out with us.
Thank
Everybody, come on down and hang out with us.
Thank you all for being here today.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
so
us.
much for having us.
Laura Kordzikowski and Jamie Heater. Laura is the Business Development Manager, Director for the
Specialist.
Specialist for the City of Salisbury. Jamie is the,
Executive Director of the Art and Entertainment District.
which is a lot of stuff to put on a business card. I'm Greg Bassett from the Salisbury Independent Newspaper. Another edition of One on Two right here on PAC 14.
First Shore Federal is proud to support PAC 14 and one-on-one. We'd encourage every business to support PAC 14 and pick a program and support it, and let's make a difference.